Hi, boys and girls. So, seeds. Now, this is an experiment that I've done with my science club. Usually, when I do it with dried lima beans. You can find them in like the soup, like the aisle where you would make soup, or kind of depends on the grocery store. I have to look around a little bit more closely. Not canned beans. Usually, they are in a bag like this. Okay, so I was not able to get dried lima beans. I was at the store this morning, and it's hard right now. Like people are buying a lot of stuff because nobody wants to run out of things. So I'm willing, as a scientist, I've never done this before, to try it with black beans. So what I did is I got some black beans. I kind of put them at the bottom of the container. You don't need to do this many, and you can use a very small bowl. Okay, I'm going to also take a second to say that Neville is in like a mood. So he's been running back and forth. So forgive me. I really should probably put him away before we do stuff like this. So usually the dried bean is very hard. Okay, you can see how small it is. Okay, it's about maybe the size of my pinky nail. Okay, it's kind of hard to lay it there. But what we're going to do is I'm going to just take some water, regular water. Recognize the glass, Leah? I'm just going to put the cup of water inside just so it covers the beans. Now, some of the beans are floating. Let's see if I can see that. Some of the beans are floating. Some of them sank right to the bottom. It doesn't matter. And all I'm going to do, just put a lid on it, put it to the side, and then tomorrow we'll take a closer look to it. Okay? Now, plants. I planted my plants a couple days ago, my seeds in the window. We're going to take a better look at tomorrow. Hopefully there's some differences that we can see. You can definitely really observe the water cycle if you just take a plastic bag, put a little bit of water in it, like a sandwich bag. Put a little bit of water in it and put it in the window. You'll see you won't see the evaporation, but you'll see condensation. Okay? All right, so here is my basil, and here, if you can see, I'm starting to have some seed leaves here. That's what we call the leaves, the first leaves that form. They are the seed leaves, okay? And they start, they're actually inside the seed itself. And what this will start is the process of the plant making food for itself through the process called photosynthesis, okay? So the chives also has a really, really, really little sprout. I actually noticed this one yesterday. I thought I didn't put enough. I'm showing you, but I'm not showing you. I thought I put enough dirt on top. I was like, oh no, that's the seed. So I put more, I kind of squiggled the dirt around to try to cover it. It's the seed leaves because I can see it starting to come. Okay, and this is basil. This is used for Italian, especially Italian seasonings. Pizza, some people in spaghetti sauce and things like that. Hey, why not? Okay, but that's not my surprise. I have a surprise for you. Now, my hint was think early in the school year and science. What was the first thing we did in science? Think back to September. The weather was really, really warm. We were all in school. Good times, right? Okay. If you said ladybugs, that's kind of a hint. But I didn't order ladybugs. We already did ladybugs. I got us some caterpillars. Okay. I actually, because of bad things that have happened, I got us 2 things of caterpillars. Okay. So I'm going to kind of move this box over here so I can set them down and I can kind of talk about them. All right. So the caterpillars. Alrighty. This brown stuff at the bottom is their food. They arrived yesterday. Mr. Forbes brought them in because he got home before I did. I opened up the box and there was some condensation on the inside. That's bad. Or it was actually, I think it was on the outside, which was whatever. So I just took them, I put them in a warm place. One thing I do not do is I do not put them in direct sunlight. So I would not put them like on the windowsill where the sun is going to come in, because they'll get too hot, okay, and they don't have a place to hide. So they're actually have already gotten bigger since yesterday, because all a caterpillar does is eat. Now, a caterpillar is the butterfly's larva, okay? It's the baby butterfly. I think you know that, okay? You're going to start to see other things form, but I'm going to let you ask questions. If you have questions, be for sure to send them to me, and I will happily answer them. We'll take a look at them pretty much every day, because it's easier for us to look at them this way than it is to get 93 friends over to see them, okay? But you can these are our friends. I will not give them names just because it's hard to tell which one it is. I ordered 2 cups. I said that for a reason. One year I only ordered 1 cup for my room, my homeroom, and out of the 5 baby caterpillars, I had one adult butterfly that was normal. And it happens. Butterflies, like a lot of species, lay a lot of eggs. Because there is in nature, most of the eggs will not survive to adulthood. They will not make it to be adult butterflies. So they lay a whole bunch. And it was just a bad set of circumstances, a bad series of events. One died as a caterpillar. One never came out of its pupa. One kind of got stuck in its pupa, so its one wing didn't form properly. And another one, the wings didn't dry. It dried up. It kind of looked like a crumpled leaf that you would see in the fall on the ground. And we had 1 healthy adult butterfly. So ever since then, I pay the extra little bit, and I ordered the 2nd cup, just to ensure that we get a couple of adult butterflies that are good. Now, hopefully, this will take about 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, depending on things. Hopefully, by then, we'll be back in school, and you'll get to meet them in person, and we'll get to release them by our school. Okay? That's my hope. Okay? All right, so these are our caterpillar friends. Neville has not discovered them yet, even though he's hopping up here and he's trying to eat my dirt. So forgive me while I go put the plant back. Okay, but that pretty much I can do that. Yeah, I guess pretty much wraps it up. Yeah, tune back in for tomorrow. Chapter 3 of Wayside School Gets a Little Stranger. It's called Poetry. Next month is April. April is Poetry Month, so as well as reading you a chapter a day of Wayside School Gets a Little Stranger, I also will be reading a poem a day as well. Okay, so this will get us ready for that. And we'll also see if we have how our seed leaves grow. If we can look at the other ones, he is sitting right here staring at me. I'll see if I can forgive my mess. Yeah, he's something, isn't he? All right. And then we'll look at the seeds in the window and in the bags that we've set up the other day. All right? If you have them at home, let me know how they are turning out. Have you seen any changes in them? Okay? And feel free if you have dried beans, not canned beans, not frozen beans at home. And remember, you don't have to take a whole bag. Okay? You can just take a couple, put them in some water, and tomorrow we'll take a close look at them while checking on our buddies, the caterpillars. All right, boys and girls, I was excited to spend this time with you, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.